Hello, back again. I am just about to start and install effectively it's a stock-proof fence, but it's not for stock, it's to keep our dogs out. Right, so over there is where our polytunnel is going to go, and this space directly behind me and over in that direction is where our vegetable plot is going to go. Now it's going to be roughly the size of 2.5 allotments, so plenty of space for us to grow, enough for what we need, particularly combined with the polytunnel. But since we've moved in here, obviously our 4 dogs have got used to roaming around and doing what they want when we're out throwing the ball from and exercising them. And one in particular, Darwin, the munchkin that he is, has a tendency to go and wee and poo wherever he wants, particularly if you don't want him to go there. He's very much a rebel. So what I'm going to do today is start and install, you can see these fence posts. So these are going to be my corner posts. I've got some smaller, thinner posts. I think these are 75mm. I've got some 50mm posts that are going to go in today, and then I've got some lightweight mesh fencing. It's classed as stock-proof fencing, but realistically I didn't need anything too solid, just something to stop the dogs charging straight through. And that's going to enclose this space. It'll sort of define the areas as well, so I still want somewhere that I can do my archery. Still want plenty of space for the dogs to run, want space for the chickens, and we want our orchard. So this is just to sort of separate those areas out and start and give us a bit of spatial differentiation, for want of a better term. Posts are in, the wire is started, let's put it that way. I've just ordered a strainer. We tried installing it without it. I thought I'd be able to pull it tight enough, seeing as this is just a small gauge fence, but turns out we can't. So I've got a wire strainer that'll just pull it a bit tighter for what we need. What I'm doing today is where you can see these metal posts behind me, the markers. That's where we're going to put one of our first potato beds. So we're going to put a couple of potato beds here. So we're going to have earlies and late earlies. Just to get started, we've already got them, they've been shitted, they're ready to go in the ground. We really should have had this done over winter. We've not had the chance. With the dogs, it's not been the best idea to have things growing and then them running all the way through it, hence the fence. So I'm going to turn this over at the moment, try and do a bit of a no dig, so it sounds counterintuitive. I'm going to break up the ground so that we can put some potatoes in it and they have a chance to root. We're going to cover that broken ground with cardboard. We're going to cut holes through the cardboard, place the potatoes in it, then we're going to cap the whole thing off with a 2 to 3 inch layer of topsoil, which we've got stored over there from when we dug out the polytunnel area. So fingers crossed that should work. We'll just be able to build up around the potatoes as they come through then. Breaking up the ground in the initial phase should allow the potatoes to root and establish. If I just try planting them into this, the ground's quite compacted, it's quite sandy, so it's unlikely that we'd actually get a great deal of a crop from them. I don't think they've established very well. The cardboard, the idea of that is to sort of kill off the grass rather than skimming off the top and getting rid of all that sort of biomass. What I'd sooner do is keep that, let it rot down. The cardboard will also rot down and form like a mulch layer, and then the soil on top just adds that sort of finishing sort of nutrient layer as well. So let's get started. Next time I'm just going to get a rotavator. This is unnecessary hard work, so rotavator it is. Lesson learnt. Something I really am impressed with on this property, if you can hold them, is the amount of earthworms. There's no wonder we've got a problem with moles. It is absolutely teeming with earthworms. My shoulder is absolutely, I think knackered is the appropriate term. Oh, it's been getting a workout from carrying Alexander anyway, both sides have, but that really hurts. Rotavator. Let's go and have a look at the cardboard, of which we have a lot. Mountain of cardboard. So I'm going to take the tape off this. Thankfully most of it is paper anyway, but where we've got any plastic that's coming off. But we've got a lot of cardboard boxes from when we moved in, and then as you can see a lot of Amazon boxes, which I know, try not to use Amazon if you can help, but unfortunately we are not flush with money and we can get a lot of stuff quickly and cheaply on Amazon. So for the time being my principals have to take a back seat. I'm start and break some of these up and we'll put them down on top of the soil that was just broken up. I've got the first layer on. I just need to... I can hear the quail. Got the first layer on. I just need to rake it out, see what else needs to go on top. I might top it up with a couple more inches after that. Don't want to do too much because it's actually depleting more of the soil store than I thought it would do. And then as soon as it looks like it's going to rain, what I'll do is I'll let that settle. It'll damp down the cardboard. We won't have these corners sort of turning up at the end. I don't want to have to pin them, so I'd sooner let the weather do the work for me, and just break down the cardboard a little bit. I know it won't disintegrate, but it'll make it softer and the ends will curl back over. Then I can sort of mound the soil around it. But we'll rake this over now and then see where it looks like. Wheelbarrow coming through. Alexander's pinched the other one. Actually, it probably needs another one over there in that middle section.
Over the back.
Oh, I'll bring another barrel out. You okay in there?